respect for Edward. Whatever color, number, or type of engine on Sir Tom Hatt's railway, they all work hard no matter what happens. One day, Edward and Gordon were waiting at Medford Station picking up passengers. And Gordon was teasing Edward as usual. "You know, Edward, you're so old, you could never pull the express any day. But Gordon, I could still pull trains." But Gordon wouldn't listen. To Edward, this was normal. He was a frail engine. Then his driver came up. "Edward, we have to get ready for a train in 5 seconds," said his driver impatiently. "All right," said Edward. "Well, I have to be off now. Unlike you, I'm early," said Gordon, and he puffed away, leaving Edward feeling sad about himself at the station behind. And Gordon whizzed down the Rhine as Edward started off. But he had to wait at the junction for an engine to pass. And that engine was Murdoch. "Oh, hey, Edward." "Hey, Edward. Is there something wrong?" "Yeah, Gordon's calling me a frail engine. And I am." "Oh, don't talk bad about yourself," said Murdoch. "I'll go and force Sir Tom Hatt." And he did. He went forward and back down to the station, where he knew that Sir Tom Hatt would be. Murdoch thought that Sir Tom Hatt was in his office, but he wasn't. So he went to the pastry shop at Knapford, and as if by cue, Sir Tom Hatt came out. "Is there something wrong, Murdoch?" "Yes, sir. Gordon's calling Edward a frail engine, and he can't pull and he would never be able to pull the express." "Well, we'll see about that," said Sir Tom Hatt, and he whispered a plan to Murdoch and walked away. "I hope this will work," said Murdoch to himself, still feeling sad. Then Sir Tom Hatt found Duck shunting at the seaside station, with Toad there too. Sir Tom Hatt fell into mud while he was coming, so he was dirty. "Duck, Gordon is calling Edward frail, so you're gonna have to help me." "All right," said Duck. "What I have to do?" Then Sir Tom Hatt told his driver the plan, and Duck continued shunting. He shunted all the trucks in the yard at the time. "All right, sir. Is this enough?" "This will teach Gordon for calling Edward frail," said Duck to himself. And Duck cheekily blocked the line to the seaside station. Meanwhile, Gordon was racing down the line with the express. Edward could never pull the express. He turned on the junction towards the beach station. He raced down the line at his full speed. "I'll do it well, do it well." But then he saw Duck standing on the points outside of the beach station. "Oh no," said Gordon. As he emerged from the tunnel, he slammed on his brakes. and luckily he stopped just before Duck. "Get out of my way," said Gordon angrily. Duck had blocked his line. "No, I'll only move until you tell Edward that he's not a frail engine." Then Sir Topham Hatt jumped out of Duck and walked towards Gordon. He wasn't happy at all. "Gordon, I'm not happy at you for calling Edward a frail engine." "I'm sorry, sir," said Gordon, "but who's going to take my train now that the line's blocked?" "Well, it serves you right for calling Edward slow and old." Sir Topham Hatt thought for a moment. "I'll go tell Edward." Soon, Edward got the call and raced towards the beach station. Edward raced there as fast as he could. His wheels pounded the rails with a tremendous speed, and he was determined to get to the station in time. He raced into the tunnel and emerged from the tunnel and coupled to the express coaches. And by the guard's whistle, Edward set off with the 3 express coaches towards the previous station. Edward was tired, but determined to bring the passengers to the previous station on time. He backed down countrysides. At the station that Edward was preparing, the trucks weren't in. Some of the trucks weren't in line yet. Richard Thomas didn't take too much to it as Edward puffed into the station. And rested there. Soon Thomas was coming to that station with Annie and Clarabelle. Thomas, Annie, and Clarabelle, and all the passengers. "Well, that will teach Gordon for calling you frail." Edward beamed with glee, and he was happy to be part of the Northwestern Railway.